In part two of creating a portfolio in PebblePad, I'll show you a few different ways of inputting your resume into PebblePad, which inputting a resume is a bedrock aspect of putting together a professional readiness e-portfolio. And there's three big ways that you can do that. Now, the first is here on your blank page. As you've added a new page in PebblePad, you'll add content. You'll go to text box. Inside this text box, you can simply type it in. You can format it in such a way that looks like a resume. You can also pull up your Word doc that your resume is in, copy and paste it. You can do a resume that way. Another way is to link out your resume, so it won't be visual like it is here or in the next way that I'll show you, but it'll simply just provide the user a link to view the Word doc, be it on Microsoft Word or PDF, what have you. To provide a link, you simply type it out in text box what makes sense to you, my resume, and you'll see up here in the font bar you can link. You can link an asset. And you can, here has all of your assets that you've uploaded into PebblePad. And as you can see, I have quite a bit of them. Or you can upload new. If you've uploaded your resume already, you'll see it here. You type in resume and it comes up, or you can, and from there you would select it, of course. Upload new. You can drag the file or choose the file. They both do the same function. Let's choose resume. And we can change the file. We can remove it. We can give it a different name. We can describe it if we want. And here you can tag it. Tag in a way that makes sense to you, makes it an easier keywords that will make it easier to find if you're having to search through everything that's in your asset store. And you'll confirm upload. And now you have linked your resume. A user, an employer, a grad school committee, whoever it may be, would go to see they click my resume and open file, and it comes up just like that. The third way of doing this is my preference. I think it's the coolest way. It is the most convoluted way. So if you'll follow along with me here, this is embedding a Google Doc. So first you'll add content and you'll click embed. Now this is of course assuming that your resume is on Google Docs, but it's also an easy thing that you can convert from Word docs into Google Docs, and now you can embed Google Doc. This embed feature on PebblePad allows for a good handful of, it'll embed things from all these different platforms. The two most popular by far, of course, is Google Docs and YouTube. So you can, once you have your embed on, you can then go to PebblePad, or go to Google Docs, I'm sorry, And let's pretend this is your resume. You'll go to File, you'll go to Publish to the Web, you'll go to Embed, you'll go to Publish, you'll click OK, and then you'll get a code. And you'll go back to PebblePad with that code, you'll paste it in, you'll click OK, and now PebblePad is not doing any special PebblePad thing other than just mirroring what your Google Doc is. It's important to remember to go through the steps of publishing to the web. The temptation is just to go to share and to get a shareable link. And that link it'll mirror what your page looks like here on Google Docs. It'll be here on PebblePad as well. So you'll see all of this clutter up here with file and share. The neat thing for the user is that you can edit PebblePad. You can edit the Google Doc here in PebblePad or vice versa. They're happening at the same time. The negative, of course, is this share requires that the user has permissions to view the Google Doc, and then there's just a lot more margin for error if you are using the shareable link. You can imagine it being pretty embarrassing taking your e-portfolio to an employer or to a grad school committee, and you're showing them your resume and other Google Docs that may be relevant to upload to your portfolio. And if you're using the shareable link, they don't have permissions, and it just looks like a blank page or says do not have access. Or maybe there's spyware, firewalls that are blocking the image to come through clearly, and so it could be a blank page. I know that from experience because we have so many firewalls here on Emory and Henry computers that it blocks out these public or these shared links. So publishing it to the web is a way to just take a picture copy of the most relevant information, which is of course the document. We don't have all this junk up top, with file and edit and view and all this stuff. And it is much more friendly. There's no permissions. There shouldn't be any firewall issues. So those are 3 ways to do a resume, and it's a great way of having a contact and resume page being a component of your ePortfolio.